Well, nominations are now being accepted for one of the highest awards Ballad Health offers. It's called the Servant's Heart Award. And Tom Tull, Ballad Health's Chief Experience Officer, joins us this morning with more on the history of this award and how it's changing a little bit. Tom, great to have you on the show.
Good to see you again.
Well, I know this award, you were telling me, a long history.
There's a rich history of the Servant's Heart Award, and it was actually developed to award those or celebrate those folks who have gone above and beyond. Those people who have been great caregivers, who give of themselves not just inside the facility, but out in the community as well.
And named after someone very important
Absolutely.
to this community.
Yeah, Scott and Nikki Neiswanger are very well known for their philanthropy and their concern for the community. So this award now carries their name, and we can celebrate folks inside the institution.
That's wonderful. And now this year, something a little bit different.
Absolutely. So there are 4 categories for the Servant's Heart. There's a frontline team member, a leader, a volunteer, and a physician. And up to this point, we've always had nominations inside the organization. Folks can identify those folks they want to celebrate, and then it goes through a rigorous selection process. But this year, post-pandemic, we want to let the community help us identify those folks who we need to thank and lift up.
Wow, what a great opportunity for someone. I think when you're in the situation where you need someone on those lines, in those categories, that right person can just make an incredible difference.
Absolutely. We're a large organization and we miss things that people do every day. So now with community nominations, we can celebrate folks who perhaps we didn't see do something wonderful, but someone else experienced that, and we want to hear about it.
And you were telling me the process is very thorough. I mean, these awards are really, a lot of thought goes into this.
It is the highest honor that we award. So the nominations come in, it'll go through a selection process, it goes through an HR process, and then we have multiple groups vet those nominations. So by the time we can celebrate and make the award, that person has really been looked at multiple times. And we celebrate everyone. So if you're nominated, we want to make sure you're celebrated, but the award goes to those folks who really are above and beyond.
That's wonderful. And I would imagine you get quite a few nominations.
Every year we get an enormous amount of nominations, and it's nice to read about our people. We have over 12,000 team members and 3,000 physicians, about 2,000 volunteers. So that's a whole host of people who are doing great work every day on behalf of our patients and families.
So in years past, what kind of a response have you been given by someone who has received one of these awards?
So it's usually humbling. You know, a servant's heart is someone who doesn't want accolades, but they just do it because that's who they are. So they're very humbled. We get to celebrate them. They have a crystal obelisk, and then the organization will donate $1,000 to the charity of their choice. So it may go back to Neiswanger Children's Hospital, it might go to the Heart Association, the food pantry, but then we still get to give it back to the community in their name.
I think that's wonderful, really bringing it full circle. So when do the nominations need to be in?
So nominations are open now, and the deadline is December 31st. The nominations will then go through the vetting process, and you can actually nominate online. So if you go to our website, go to About Us, you can see the Servant's Heart nomination, and we welcome everyone to nominate those caregivers.
What a wonderful way to say thank you to someone who made a difference when you needed it the most.
Absolutely.
Yeah, great to have you on the show. We'll give everybody the information. Now is the time. Here is the information. If you would like to nominate someone who's made a difference in your life or perhaps the life of a family member needing medical care, you can go to balladhealth.org/Servant's Heart Award.